Hello everyone. This is a no save, no damage playthrough of Resident Evil 2 Remake's Leon B scenario on hardcore difficulty. This is an S+ rank run on the PC version of the game. A no commentary version can be found in the pinned comment in the comments section below.
No one's around.
Whoa! Don't shoot!
Get down! Come on!
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
Claire. Claire Redfield.
Claire, you okay?
Yeah! I'm alright! How about you?
Can't stay here, it's not safe!
Go on ahead! I'll meet you at the station!
I'll be there!
Claire, I hope you made it here.
So first things first, this run is done with console strats, meaning that I do not use the knife for the purpose of dealing damage. I do use it as a defense item, but this will also show any strats that console players could use as well.
Hey! Claire?
Leon! I'll be right there!
Come on.
Leon, we really gotta stop meeting like this.
Are you all right? Police chopper, it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I take it you don't have the key.
No, I don't. It's good to see your face, though. How are you holding up?
I am hanging in there.
Hell of a night, huh?
Yeah. You find your brother?
I did, actually. He's... Just when you think it can't get any worse. Leon, you should get going.
Don't worry about me. Just get yourself to safety.
No, Leon, seriously, they're getting through the fence. Please, just go.
We're gonna make it. Both of us.
So first things first, hold right and just pass all the way through here and go into this first save room on the left. We'll use the bolt cutters to open that door. So the B scenario is basically the reverse side of the scenario that you first completed. If you completed Claire A, then you will unlock Leon B. We'll start by grabbing the M911A1. Quick, fast, fires pretty fast, but generally it's the gun that is going to replace every 9mm in this run. Has higher stopping power as well, but not too useful overall.
Not exactly how I pictured breaking this in.
So to start, we're going to shoot this guy in the leg or in the foot. Shooting zombies in the leg or the foot with a gun that uses 45 bullets will actually have quite a bit of stopping power. After that, we're going to follow up by tossing a grenade. There is a chance that you might be able to skip around these guys without using a grenade, but it would take some practice to do. I would just recommend just going ahead and using the grenade.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
So with 16 bullets, we're going to move this way and go into the jewel puzzle room over here and pick up the key card. We'll come back for Magnum stuff later. We'll pick up this wooden board over here. We want to get 3 wooden boards before we head to the west side of the RPD. So here's where things get a bit tricky. Gonna try and take out the legs. You can knock down the first zombie and then stun the second one. You can just glide right on by. You'll probably notice me aiming a lot on the stairs too. This works on both PC and console. But aiming on stairs lets you move down the stairs a little faster because the startup of Leon's running animation is not slowed down whenever you aim on stairs. Once Leon goes into full-on, you know, I'm piddling down the stairs, like stepping on the stairs animation, then he actually does move slower on the stairs, which is why you see me aim so often. Next up, we're going to just pick up everything in these rooms. Going to drop off the shotgun shells, the knife, the M19A11. The only thing that we're going to take with us is the M1911 bullets and the fuse, the wooden boards, the bolt cutter, and the key card. So just those 5 items. I'm just going to kind of artfully dodge around Elliot. We don't need to carry any defense items with us because there's actually no zombies that we actually have to worry about on the west side of the first floor. So for now, we're just trying to collect everything that we can. Collecting bullets, we don't need to worry about shooting that zombie as long as we're fast enough. Even if he does cut us off, we can run around. There's no fuse over on the desk over here because we already have it in our inventory. That's B scenario for you. So the B scenario, as it's called, the reverse side of the character you previously completed the game with. If you remember the cutscene, you know, where Leon meets Claire at the gate, it's, you know, you begin at the exact same gate on the opposite side. So the B scenarios are more like an arrange mode than an actual like B side in Resident Evil 2 Remake. But you complete the B scenarios in order to see the true ending. All the puzzle solutions are different, but all key items go in the same locations. And
Hello? Is anybody here?
some of the main differences are just in RPD 1 alone. As you saw, you got the
Something tells me he's not a cop.
you got the bolt cutters really early, so you can already do the bolt cutter cycle pretty fast. We're gonna walk in this hallway because there's a licker in here, and if you run, you're going to aggro him. The easiest way to make sure that you are always walking is by making sure that you have your run settings set to hold. Do not use toggle. Believe me, toggle is a piece of shit setting. Do not use it. Just set your run button to anything other than the left stick. Just don't hold shift. That's seriously all you have to do in order to be able to walk through hallways. But about here is where you are far enough away such that you don't actually need to worry about the licker catching up to you. Some people are asking about whether fire damages you. It does not. However, if you stand in fire long enough, it will kill you. But it does not actually cause any points of damage. It is possible for the B scenario character to get their tertiary main weapon early. So you could get either the Magnum or the submachine gun during RPD 1, which you could not do in the other character's A scenario. We're going to make a detour over here And we're going to hit 9, 15, 7 on this safe over here in order to get the only inventory upgrade that we're actually going to get throughout this run. The reason why we only get the one inventory upgrade is because the other two take too much time. By the way, this is not a speed run. This is not a speed run. It looks like a speed run, but it's not. The only thing that makes it look like a speed run is the fact that I simply do not waste any time. Not wasting time is different from actually taking the risks necessary to make it a speed run. So that being said, I'm actually playing quite safe. These strats are actually absolutely doable yourself. You just have to know the correct order to do things. Like for instance here, the reason why I go into this room first in order to get the shotgun is so I can group these guys together so that when they pop in, they're already set up for a headshot. You just gotta sit here. So there, boom, decapitated, done. We're never going to go into this hallway over here again, so don't worry about this zombie over here. We're just gonna squeeze right by him and go up the stairs. The female zombie over here is already awake in the beast scenario. We're just gonna kind of stutter over here. The zombie that just broke through the window is slowly getting up, and we're going to let her topple over. But we do have to take out this zombie over here. I would not actually recommend attacking zombies on the stairs, because if a zombie gets you on the stairs, then it can like knock you over and prevent you from using a defense item. But because we don't really have any defense items, I just kind of take that risk anyway. Really, the whole key to not wasting any time is knowing the correct order to pick up items and not dilly-dallying around with, like, going back to the item box repeatedly. Because if you do that, it's going to put enemies in generally unfavorable positions. This zombie over here is kind of in an unfavorable position. I kind of expected him to be downstairs, but kind of just stayed where I had a height advantage so that I could decapitate him a bit easier. I unlocked the locker upstairs, but did not grab the magnum bullets because we were going to grab them a lot later. So I just grabbed the spade key instead. We're not getting the magnum until the third visit to RPD, because that is going to be the best way to set up our inventory, especially because we do not need the magnum that early. You might think you need the overpowered weapon early, but you actually do not, because the shotgun is more than powerful enough. We're going to move over here in order to trigger the appearance of Mr. X now. You could actually do the rest of RPD 1 without triggering Mr. X. You could actually come back here and do the maiden statue section last, but in the interest of not wasting time, I just go ahead and trigger him. Get him to go. I'm collecting all of these M1911 bullets and not using them because I want to save them for the first boss. In previous runs, I used a knife, and I used a sort of glitch/exploit, though really it's not much of an exploit. I mean, it just kind of happens when your frame rate is at 120 or above in order to deal a lot of damage to the first boss, basically negating the need to actually go around and pick up those bullets. But really, if you're not using the knife, all you have to do is make 2 minor adjustments in order to pick up these extra bullets. So the strats that I was using on PC are actually very doable on console to begin with. You just had to improvise for the places that you could not use the knife, which were seriously only 2 places in those actual runs that I did. The reason why I use the shotgun on zombies is to just take them out of the equation immediately, especially for rooms that I'm going to be returning to, because you might recall that we're returning to the library a lot later to deal with Mr. X, but I'm going ahead and putting these shelves over here now so that when we actually deal with Mr. X during RPD 2, we only have to push the shelves once. You can actually push the shelves in like 2 at a time if you want. So Mr. X is jumped down behind us over here, and we're going to use this time to go this way and use the detonator. If the C4 detonates behind you, it actually does not cause any damage. There is a sort of flinching animation, but it actually does not cause any damage. So we're going to have Mr. X come this way, and we're going to get knocked forward a little bit, but it does not cause any damage. That's just Leon being unable to stand up because something exploded behind him. Gonna go down the stairs here and just lure Mr. X in a circle again. There's some more bullets over here by the shelf, but there is a reason I'm not picking them up. Mr. X is in the room next to me. Do I really want to waste that time picking up those handgun bullets and risk getting hit? I don't think so. It's just not a very favorable idea. I would not recommend it. But if you waited until much later to trigger the appearance of Mr. X, you could. So, the slides over here, Ram, Harp, Bird, in order to get the Maiden Medallion. And the solution in order to get the Unicorn Medallion puzzle is Children, Scale, Worm. So we're going to lure Mr. X in a circle again. I also decapitated the zombie earlier so that he didn't get up after the detonator went off. And we're just going to climb right down here and head back to the main hall. Once you have the shotgun, don't be afraid to use them against zombies. It's straight up the best option to use against zombies. We're also not going to pick up these other handgun bullets in the main hall over here, because otherwise Mr. X is going to corner us. You just have to be smart with your zoning and know your escape options any and every time you are around Mr. X. And that seriously makes Mr. X very, very easy to deal with. So Crown, Fire, Bird in order to get the Lion Medallion. Then we're going to take out these zombies, because if we do that now, then we don't have to deal with them later. I'm also not going to use the red book while Mr. X is in the field, because if Mr. X charges into the room while I'm trying to dodge the liquor after I get the scepter, then it will just be a huge clusterfuck. So, again, don't bother getting the Magnum until RPD2. It's very risky, not worth it overall. Now we've reached the save room, and we'll take the M19 and we will take the high-grade gunpowder as well. And we're going to put away the flash grenades. Take these shotgun shells here. I don't know, I'm kind of debating what I wanted to take with me here. That's okay, we'll use the safe later. But I mostly just came back to the safe, or to the item box, in order to use the M1911. We don't need the grenade that's sitting down the stairs, especially because we have an M1911 and like 60 freaking bullets. But I come down here and get it anyway, I guess. It's actually going to save you time generally. But whatever, it doesn't matter. This isn't a speedrun. The only thing that matters for getting an S+ rank is your par time. Speaking of which, the requirements for S+ rank on Leon B's scenario is under 2 hours, 3 or less saves, no continues. And no infinite weapons. You can use the infinite knife, though. That's the only exception. So anyway, you can see how quickly the gun fires and reloads. The reason why Leon is holding his gun sideways is because it's a nod to an alternate costume that he had in Resident Evil 2 Classic, where he just like holds the gun gangster style. It's just a dumb little Easter egg. you wouldn't really hold a gun like that. And believe me, I'm pretty sure the developers actually know this. So we're going to lure G1 in a circle and shoot him a bunch. It's really only better to go for the eye while G1 is immobilized. Otherwise, it is going to be super risky. With the amount of bullets that we have, it's just straight up not worth it to go for all the eye shots. Because like I said, the M1911, the 45 bullets, actually have a lot more stopping power. They're also slightly stronger. But of course, like getting the orange, getting the eyes, shooting the head, getting the orange blood, you can actually see him stunning a lot more often. The reason why you might see me right-clicking and aiming a bunch is because he actually does read your button inputs, so occasionally he'll attack. Enemies tend to get baited into attacking more. But when he does a slam like that, that's actually prime time to just mag dump him. And as you can see, it really did not take a whole lot. You only need 60 bullets, and that's about it.
Somebody's watching.
Now we can go around and collect these other goodies here. I'm taking the extra 45 bullets to use against G embryos in the sewers later, just in case, as like a backup strat. It's always good to have strats. It's always good to have backup strats. I should also mention the timer mechanics a little bit. As long as you hit the escape key, the pause button, or whatever, and the game literally says paused, and you can see the timer in the upright, that means that the game is paused. It is very much the same for cutscenes as well. But if you are in your inventory, in the map, whatever, the timer is not paused. Also, I recommend making saves in the following 3 places for Leon. So, the first save should be in the sewer save room after you see Ada, after she's been injured. The second is before G3, and the third is before Super Tyrant. So now we're going to put away everything except the shotgun, a knife, some shotgun shells, the red book, and the spade key, because we're actually going to be using the spade key very soon. Gonna be a lot of cutscenes here in a sec.
Damn. Need a key card. You gotta be kidding me.
Get off of me!
Hey,
Who is that?
stay sharp. Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. for your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you!
So between here and Ben, all the other doors are locked, and every zombie in these cells has only 1 HP. So shooting them will actually just kill them in 1 hit, and they're not worth killing because they'll just respawn anyway.
Hello?
Hey,
I don't believe it. A real human. Hello, human.
you been here long?
Long enough. Are we the last ones alive?
No, there's a few of us.
Huh. That's good news, I guess.
Yeah.
That's of course Iron sent you.
Irons. You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around?
Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now.
What do you mean by that?
He's the bastard that locked me in here.
I'm sure he had a good reason.
He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I'd have done the same thing to him, I guess. Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage, believe me.
Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming.
What? What's coming?
Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Okay, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here!
Oh my God. Who is that?
It's just me. So you can put that thing away.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation.
So what he said was true? Hey, you can't keep walking away from me! I don't even know your name. I'm Leon Kennedy.
Find a way out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk. Name's Ada.
Well, I guess the deal's on.
Best to keep the crank in your first slot because we're going to be using it a lot. Easy to discard. You know, one thing that I haven't checked is whether or not decapitating that zombie on the floor there will prevent him from being alive whenever you're actually escaping from the prison, when the alarm goes off and all the zombies get let out. Basement section for Leon is quite easy, because we don't got to deal with lickers. We're going to run over this way before these zombies wake up. These zombies only wake up whenever you grab the diamond key. So we're just not going to worry about them, and we're going to grab the shotgun shells out from under them. It's about the only thing you actually want to grab. Not going to bother with the Matilda parts, especially in B scenario, because every single 9mm bullet is replaced with 45 bullets, and it's a complete waste in order to mix 9mm bullets in B scenario. By the way, speaking of which, until you reach the laboratory, the only thing that you want to mix is shotgun shells. Don't mix anything else. Gonna open this slab over here, and we're gonna take this flash grenade and get out. We're not gonna get the diamond key because the diamond key is completely useless as Leon. I mean, unless you want that other side pack, but it's not terribly useful. Speaking of side packs, people have been asking me to record a no box run for a while. Don't worry, I will totally get around to that. I'm actually kind of thinking that I will make my B scenario runs pretty much exactly that. My B scenario runs on console. Because I'm still working on console strats for you guys. Hang tight. On B scenario, the solution to this is to hit the second and third breaker switches. Because I killed the dogs in the cages earlier, we don't have to worry about any extra dogs. You know, we can just like kind of run around this dog over here. Take this gunpowder here, mix more shotgun shells. But the general rule of thumb about using the shotgun is don't waste the shotgun on bosses, because bosses just have a lot of HP. It's better to just either poke bosses or use something that is truly overpowered against bosses, because each boss has a little bit of a gimmick to it. If you're using shotgun shells, then you're just depriving yourself of shotgun shells that are infinitely more useful against lesser enemies like dogs and zombies. So over here, we're just going to kind of employ hit and run tactics. It's a bit messy, but generally you want to try and kill the dogs while they're growling and they're barking at you, because that's a time when they are not attacking. And you just kind of want to capitalize on that and just kind of kill those dogs as soon as possible. The reason why I do that so early is just in case I get actually attacked by the dogs. If I actually get attacked by the dogs and I get hit, then it's better to reset now instead of clear the RPD and then take damage against the dogs later, only to have wasted all that time. So go ahead and decapitate everything here.
What the?
The reason why I have a knife in my inventory is just in case we get grabbed. I already got the knife, I already got everything here. And they're all done. But in general, try to keep zombies in front of you as much as possible. And try to not make like you're about to use a defense item. Like just try not to use defense items on the stairs, because it won't work, is basically what I'm getting at. So we're going to use the left arm with the book over here and get the scepter. This liquor is going to bash out of here right after this cutscene. Stand completely still. Grab the item. Just keep your left hand off of that stick. Orient the camera right there, and then hold up. Then you just go right around them. With liquors, it's better to either walk or dodge them. Don't bother attacking them. So I should mention that I did this Leon B no damage run in one take. I was actually able to do this in one take because I had just gotten done with the Leon A no damage run the previous day. So this was like the first attempt that I did where I actually completed a run, and it's like, oh well, whoops, I got no damage. So the routing in this is a little messy, but it's still safe, so I kept it. Even though I kind of wasted a huge chunk of time by going for the Magnum in RPD2, when really I should have just waited until RPD3. Because I would have been coming this way anyway after getting the secret film during the sewers. I wasn't sure whether there was a liquor in this hallway or not, because like I said, this was my first take. I didn't really route it. I just sort of came off of prior knowledge from doing Claire B. And I hadn't actually gotten the custom Magnum and Leon B since casual playthroughs. So I wasn't entirely sure what enemies I was going to see here. Well, I got rid of her early, so I guess that's worth something. But in general, the thing that is going to save you the most time when going for rank, specifically going for rank, we're going back to the topic of not wasting time, is simply knowing the correct order to pick things up. Because that will actually save you full-on minutes. The thing that is going to save you hours and minutes is not little tricks like using aim on the stairs. That's not going to save you hours. What's actually going to save you hours is knowing the correct order to pick up items so that you're not constantly backtracking. It's like backtracking and having a full inventory is the absolute surefire way to ensure that you're going to waste time. So just don't do that. So if you pay attention to the order at which I'm picking up items, then you are pretty much guaranteed to get an S rank. I'm leaving the stars badge there because I'm going to come this way later and get the custom Magnum parts on the way out of RPD3. So you're probably wondering, you know, oh, well, why didn't you get the stars badge back? That's why. Actually, it would have been a lot better if I just waited until RPD3 and I just gone ahead and done the whole Mr. X song and dance in RPD2, because we'll never have to deal with Mr. X in RPD3. But I could have seriously saved 5 minutes just by simply not getting the Magnum now. Gonna come this way. I like to decapitate these guys when playing Leon because on the off chance that Mr. X has us cut off, then we can actually use this as an alternate escape. But basically it just opens us up for another escape option, and dealing with zombies as early as possible before we have to deal with Mr. X basically means that we get a huge lead on Mr. X. Gonna put away the Magnum and the bullets that we got before. And as long as we have 3 inventory slots free, we're gonna be doing pretty good. We already got the gold cog, so now we can trigger the appearance of Mr. X. We only have like 4 shotgun shells left. Gonna lure Mr. X out. The reason why I don't go for the dodge on the punch is because if you mistime the dodge on the punch, then Mr. X has a 0-frame startup grab that always happens if you are not true to your timing. So it's like the Mr. X dodge itself is a speedrun strat, but actually going out and waiting for him to come out the door and running long ways around him, that's safe. It's better to just kite him around like that if you're trying to play it safe. I run around a little bit here in order to aggro one of the lickers because an extra licker is in this room. And then I kind of wait a second for the licker to despawn because the licker will migrate into the next room over. Gonna grab the grenade and grab the tool. Because we were on that particular side of the records room, Mr. X is going to spawn here. And this is going to be a little bit tricky, but we're waiting a little bit for the licker in the other room to kind of return to his other position. Mr. X is going to get kited around, and we're going to slowly open the door. The licker... Oh, dang, the licker aggroed here. But that's okay, we had a knife. We were able to break out of that. Actually, that licker was straight up not supposed to aggro there. We're still way ahead of Mr. X. I should have actually gotten Donkey Punch there. I have no idea why I didn't. But as you can see, we were already set up so that we only had to push the shelf once. Don't gotta worry about no Mr. X punching us while we're moving some shelves. Going ahead and getting rid of these zombies while Mr. X is in the other room, and now we are safe to do the puzzle. I'm actually not even sure why that licker in the hallway aggroed, but generally lickers do not pay attention to anything else other than you. It's like they smell you, so maybe I walked under the licker, like directly under the licker. If you walk directly under the licker, then it will aggro.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
Going over this way to grab the large gunpowder. The reason why I grab large gunpowder is because if you combine large gunpowder with a gunpowder B, then you get 5 or 6 shotgun shells instead of 2 or 3. Doing a quick check to see what direction Mr. X is in, and I heard him to my left. So we're going to cut across this way in order to make it out of the RPD on the east side. So, as was demonstrated by... I actually saw a Polygon article, or I don't even know where I saw this video, but someone commented on exactly... No, it was Eurogamer actually. Someone commented on exactly how Mr. X's mechanics work, and if certain areas of the map are unloaded, then Mr. X just sort of warps to like a door that is loaded. So, if it seems like Mr. X suddenly appears on your side of the RPD, that is why. Because while the area is unloaded, he sort of traverses around the geometry extremely quickly. I have no idea if the double Mr. X glitch actually is true or not. But anytime that I've seen the double Mr. X glitch happen, it's because someone was playing around with the trainer. Like the infamous Claire video that shows the two Mr. X's has a shutter open that is not supposed to be open in Claire's scenario. Because Claire never gets the crank that opens the shutters. That's a Leon-only item. So I'm a little slow at solving this puzzle here. I can't really describe in any particular words how this puzzle is supposed to be solved, but that's the final solution.
Huh?
Yeah, but that doesn't explain the rumors about the orphanage. I just find it way too coincidental Umbrella's one of the benefactors.
You told me this interview was about the new scholarship Umbrella set up.
Come on, Annette. Nobody cares about that. They want to know about the G-virus
Where did you hear about this?
and that big fucking sinkhole in the city, which, by the way, rumor has it goes straight to your underground lab. Now, are you going to talk to me, or are you going to...
This interview's over.
Bitch.
So if you were paying attention during the previous cutscene, the cable on the upper right of the screen there shorted, and now we got to deal with these guys. We're going to start by pulling the lever, kind of sort of kite these guys over. But we also got to do Mr. X over here as well, and we're going to head back and kite him as well. And after we successfully manage to kite Mr. X around, we have to orient our camera a little ways to the right, so that when we come around, we can actually see if there's any zombies or anything like that there, and deal with them accordingly. But really, the best thing to do is to just go ahead and blind throw the grenade, so that if you do get grabbed, the grenade will go off and prevent you from getting grabbed. Or prevent you from getting bitten, rather. You'll get grabbed, but you won't get bitten if a flash grenade goes off against getting grabbed by a lone zombie. 2 zombies will not save you. The flash grenade will not save you.
This is getting old. Saving your ass, that's twice.
I didn't realize you were keeping score.
Look, this isn't a game.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nothing dies down here. I take it you have the key card.
Yeah, and this. I was hoping you could explain what's on it.
Maybe. After I hear it. Let's get out of here.
Is that the intel you needed?
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess.
This is mostly cutscenes from
Road's
here,
out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way.
so I'm just gonna stay quiet.
What a mess.
Don't move.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I said don't move.
I'm just passing through. I'm gonna ask you to lower that weapon.
Like hell you are. You're gonna turn around and go right back out the way you came in.
I think your daughter needs help, sir.
Don't tell me how to deal with my daughter.
Drop it.
No! Wait!
Step aside. We need to terminate her before she turns.
Terminate. It's my fucking daughter.
Ada. Just let them be.
Emma? Sweetheart, I told you to stay put.
Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy's here. Come here. Okay? Those fucking things outside. Look what they did to us. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Huh? She was our sweet little angel.
Mommy.
I was sleeping, honey. Okay? And I'm gonna put you to bed too, okay? Emma. Just go. Just give us some privacy.
You know, it's one thing to keep the truth from me, but why him? I want to find out what's happening here and stop whoever's behind it. Helping people like them? That's why I joined the force.
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. We may not make it out.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
And that's why I'm looking for Annette Birkin. She's the one Umbrella's is gonna get to.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting.
Well said. After you.
Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here.
Right into Umbrella's secret facility.
Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
Umbrella's control raccoons.
Jesus! That an earthquake? What the hell?
picking up the Matilda here because it's less of a waste of shotgun shells, even though I don't really need to save shotgun shells. It's not like we're ever getting any more 9mm bullets anyway.
No chance. You're stuck with me to the end. Ugh. Ugh. You sure this is the right way?
Unfortunately.
Wait there. Holy shit! Chew on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
Leon, up here.
What the hell was...
Just get up here. Can't say I didn't warn you.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. Scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous.
Definitely William's handiwork.
Identify yourself.
Annette Birkin.
She's who we're looking for?
Not much time. Need to dispose of it.
We're here for the G-virus.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm warning you, Doctor.
Oh, yeah?
Hey!
Stop! You'll never get the G-virus!
Didn't expect that from a scientist. Leon.
Forget about me. Just go. Stop her before she gets away.
I'm right outside the facility, in pursuit of Annette. If it's not on her, it must be in the nest. Once it's in hand, I'll call for extraction. You can run, Annette, but you can't hide.
So there's not really a whole lot going on in the Ada section.
It's secret weapon time.
The reason why I'm clicking a whole lot here is because it actually does make the circular gauge go up a little faster. unnecessary, but I just kind of do it out of force of habit. But you can actually let go of the sensor around like maybe 80% for the small boxes and like 90% for the fans, and the action will complete. So while we're down here, while we're up here, we're going to snipe this dude's legs off. Just snipe a leg off so that he can't follow us out this door over here. We're going to pick up these handgun bullets. Going for one slick super spy is not really recommended here, by the way. Not on hardcore mode because the zombies are super aggressive. After we turn on the elevator by hitting that panel over there, we're going to grab the flash grenade and the handgun bullets and make sure that guy is on the ground. If he's up, then we're going to backpedal and we're just going to shoot him in the leg until he's down. Because the female zombie didn't come to meet us, we're just going to stun that zombie by shooting him in the leg. We actually didn't even need to worry about grabbing the flash grenade, as it turned out, but better safe than sorry.
Always been good at running, Annette. You can't.
Not really a whole lot else. Just do as I do, not as I say here. I don't think it really matters what you have equipped here because you'll get the speed boost either way. You can actually very clearly see how the speed boost here works if you pay attention to me aiming and whatnot, because the field of view while you're playing as Ada is actually extended a little bit further.
Bravo. Gonna burn me alive now.
You'll never get your filthy hands on the G.
I'm not the only one after it. You realize that?
And you won't die alone.
Visitor clearance confirmed. Your ID is authorized until October 1st. Please return before this date.
Not gonna happen.
There are some minor speed strats that are worth discussing if this were an actual speedrun commentary, but just gonna skip those.
Enough with this cat and mouse game.
The game is over. You lost.
Tell me, is your husband still alive? Or did you kill him so you could take credit for G?
Interesting theory.
You don't cooperate?
I'll get a sample from the nest.
Over my dead body.
Where's Leon when I need him?
Ada? Damn it. Ada? Where are you?
So now we're back in full control of Leon for the rest of the game. Not going to bother using the inventory box over here quite so soon.
That's a pleasant smell.
Since we went into the gun shop, we got a grenade and we also got the extended barrel for the shotgun. And the extended barrel for the shotgun not only doubles your ammo capacity, but it also allows you to fire the shotgun further because it chokes the spread. So you are actually able to decapitate zombies from roughly twice Leon's body length, I guess. Well, I should say it actually makes it a higher chance of being able to decapitate from twice Leon's body length. We're going to decapitate every zombie here because we're going to be passing back through this area again. And then next up, we're going to grab this knife over here. We're going to make sure that that knife is equipped. Very, very important. So harkening back to, you know, we're talking about speed strats and doing certain dodges. People have mentioned that, yes, you can actually shoot the G-embryo and it'll pop out of the water. But there is a reason why I do not do this, and that is because this is 100% reliable, what I'm about to do right here, is just hug the wall to the left, let him grab me, and then counterattack with the knife. Whereas the reason why I want to tell people about this strategy as opposed to popping the G-embryo and making him pop out of the water is because it is not a strat that is very easy to do unless you have actually been practicing it, because you actually have to know exact spacing in order to be able to do the dodge efficiently so as to know when him popping out of the water is actually going to push you back or not. Because if he pushes you back, then he's going to nail you with his grab. It's like a 270-degree grab, so once you get hit stunned, you are not going to be able to dodge it afterwards. Just get comboed into a grab. It's not fun.
Sound of that.
But if you get grabbed and you break out with a defense item, then you're still not taking any damage.
Ada. I'm coming, Ada.
So now we're going to put away everything except for the shotgun, the shells, and pretty soon we're going to be headed back into the RPD. That's actually going to be our next goal over here. Grab the T-bar handle, and gonna get ready to decapitate some zombies going down these stairs over here. But before we do that, we're gonna take a quick detour over to this safe over here, and the combination for the safe is 2-12-8. And we get an attachment that will let us fire the shotgun significantly faster. We just combine it directly on the shotgun. No extra inventory space wasted. 1, 2, and then number 3 over here. use this tool and open this right up. We're going to go through here. We're not actually going through the Oregon Trail first, because going through now is actually very risky. We're going to grab the treatment key over here. And then we're going to double back and go out the other way in order to use the T-bar handle on the other gate. Just want to grab this because it'll be, of course, safer to grab the treatment key now as opposed to later. But we need that treatment key to be able to go back to the RPD. No idea why I climbed up there. Next up, Slidey Boy coming out the pipe here. Don't cut across directly to the platform. Just take the outside of the garbage. Because if you try to cut across directly to the platform, then he'll stun you when he's coming out, and you have a higher chance of getting grabbed and wasting the grenade we just picked up. We want to save every single grenade and flash grenade, because we need all of them for Super Tyrant. Hopefully, if you've been following along, you haven't used a single grenade or flash grenade. You may have noticed that I have not used a one, and that is for a very good reason. Because doing Mr. X no damage is actually next to impossible to do consistently without stacking all of your grenades. The only flash grenade that you should ever use is when you're escaping from the prison. That's it. But any others is a waste. Also, before heading up the elevator, we have to grab the film that was sitting next to the zombie when we came up the smaller elevator after using the T-bar. Because otherwise, we're not going to be able to grab any of the extra items. You can only grab the extra flamethrower fuel and magnum rounds if you have used the film roll and developed it and actually seen the film. Otherwise, there will be no prompt to pick it up. Before we go into the RPD proper, we're going to put away the rook plug, gunpowder, which I think I wind up just not using at all, actually. But I still needed to use the key and unlock the door. Put away the grenade. Just try to free up inventory space in general. All these zombies over here are dead. And we're going to go this way in particular. Do not go third floor, do not go first floor, not unless you want to take a lot of damage running away from enemies, because there are lickers, lots of them. Lickers on third floor, lickers on first floor, no lickers on second floor. The path of least resistance will save you a lot of resources and also save you from having to double back and pick up on healing items. There are lickers in this room, but they are too far away to hear us, so we're just going directly for the save room and not going through any other part of the RPD. Develop the film, and we're going to go back upstairs into Wesker's office in order to get the magnum parts. And also get the stars badge for the other magnum parts that were under the fountain, which we passed like multiple times. The most optimal use of my time would have been, as I explained earlier, to wait until now to grab the Magnum, because kind of grabbing everything before during RPD2 was completely pointless because I don't use the Magnum until now. Can you explain what the Magnum parts do individually, like you did with the shotgun? Yeah, sure. I guess I can just fill in the rest of the commentary with that, going back into the sewers. So, the Magnum parts that I just picked up from Wesker's desk is a laser sight, which means that if you draw a bead on an enemy, then it will hit there 100% of the time. So you can either use the laser sight or you could use focus shots. Kind of gives you a choice of what you want to use there, and it actually makes the Magnum quite good in this particular situation. Taking the Lightning Hawk, taking the shotgun shells. Actually kind of deliberating a little bit. What exactly did I want to pick up here? Yeah, I thought so. M19 and large caliber handgun ammo. Then we're going to take every single Magnum round that we can. Take our STARS badge, go down the stairs, and then combine everything. Kind of tricky because they both max out at 7, but if you get these Magnum parts over here, the extended barrel, then not only does it make the Magnum more powerful, but it also makes it take up 2 inventory slots. I believe it lets you have extended ammo capacity, like 1 more bullet, but no, it doesn't actually, because I was already at 7 bullets. But basically it allows you to do increased damage. I really wish you could get the custom Magnum a little earlier in Resident Evil 2 Classic. I decided to go this way because otherwise we'd have to deal with more zombies. I could have actually shot all the zombies with the Magnum and been fine, truthfully, but this is an alternate way to do it. Gonna wait for him to move back this way, and then when he does like the head wiggle thing, we can actually move down, but you could also pop a shot while you're on a ledge and it'll cause him to submerge regardless. But as long as you're moving immediately whenever he's submerging, then he won't get back up and stun you anymore. Actually, no, wait. The reason why I came back this way was so that I could go back to the save room, because I think I might have had too many things in my inventory. So this is where I actually did waste time. Remember what I was saying? I needed I needed a knife. That's why I came back this way. The reason why I need a knife is just in case I accidentally get grabbed by one of the G adults in the Oregon Trail, I have a means of which to break out and not take any damage. Otherwise, they're just going to vomit poison in my face, and I would have had to restart the run.
Oh my god, this is getting worse.
In B scenario, that zombie that I just aimed at briefly, he'll actually get back up. But I have a way of dodging one of the G embryos on the way back. Anyway, we're going to poke that G embryo there, or that G adult there, in order to get him out of the water, and then we're going to Just not worry about accuracy nearly as much, and just focus on shooting the eye. You can do focus shots and maybe get one less bullet used, but I wouldn't really worry about it because in my route, by the time I'm done with the game, I have 7 bullets left over anyway. I equipped the M19A11 there because I wasn't sure whether he vomited any babies or not. I had to make absolutely sure of that. Over here we're going to pick up some more Magnum ammo. There's one more slidey boy coming out, but we're going to ignore him for now, and instead we're going to move right past him and shoot the zombie. Well, actually, I thought that maybe I could snipe the zombie from over there. That's what was going on. I was trying something new this run, but it didn't work because the slidey boy came out early. But this actually turned out to be safer, so just taking out the slidey boy first and shooting the zombie with the M19A11. Zombies actually can't grab you while they're under the water. So once you have shot a zombie enough times and they're down, they're out of HP, they're not going to grab you underwater. I don't know if they can actually like get back up. But I'm pretty sure that zombie had 0 HP, which is why he didn't get back up. And take the queen. I'm going to shoot these guys. Well, I got a lucky headshot on that one. There's still the crit rules still apply. I think focus shots actually do increase your crit rate just a little bit. You can actually see the crosshair closing in, but I just wanted to make sure that both these guys got, so blowing them apart. Grab the flamethrower there. The flamethrower is going to be absolutely necessary against the next boss. Taking the king plug. And the queen plug. Putting down the queen plug. Putting down the king plug. Taking back the queen plug. The organ trail is all safe. We're still going to keep the Magnum equipped just in case something goes horrifically wrong. But that's also why I have the knife. Is because if for some reason we get grabbed by this last G embryo, or this last G mutant coming out, then we can escape. But I got this equipped. We're gonna head back. He's gonna do a football tackle.
What the hell was that?
When he's coming out of the water after he does his football tackle, though, he actually cannot stun you, so it's actually 100% safe to run around him at that point. Just don't dilly-dally around. As soon as he's submerged in the water after doing his football tackle, run ahead, full speed, just go, just do it. Do not hesitate. We decapitated those other zombies earlier, so we don't gotta worry about them. Now all that's left is completing this puzzle and getting ready for G2. In order to get ready for the G2 fight, we need 1 flash grenade and the flamethrower. we're going to solve the puzzle as such. Queen, bishop, and king on the left side, and knight, rook, pawn on the right side.
Okay, almost there, Ada.
And the solution to this is going to be 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to run along the length of the hose in order to spawn the claw.
Jesus Christ!
So when the claw plunges down, it actually doesn't cause any damage to you if you get hit by it. Don't worry about it. This claw, however, will cause damage to you. One question that I'm probably going to get a lot in the comment section is, why didn't you use the grenade in order to skip the shutter? And the reason is because I'm saving all the grenades for Super Tyrant, and this is not a speed run. So I'm just going to wait for him to get done with his whole song and dance so that he'll bust down the shutter for me. I can stand right here where I am completely 100% safe. There's no need to damage him that early. Instead, we have the 1 flash grenade and the 1 flamethrower. Now, listen carefully, because you're only going to have 1 chance to do this right. We're going to go over here, and we're going to go to the very end over here, and we're going to wait for him to charge at us. You could hear him groan there. He actually changed his animation midway through his dash. And once he's done that, then that means he's locked his trajectory, and he's always going to hit the wall behind him. That'll buy you exactly enough time to run directly for the ledge here, hold, and jump off. Now he's going to be directly behind, and he's going to jump off behind us. And what we're going to do here is we're going to hit that button. Then we're going to throw a flash grenade. Bum! Try to look away in order to not flinch, and then we're going to start flaming the shit out of him. Now he's down, and we're going to expend our flamethrower down to about like 120 or so. 120 is probably safe. We'll grab a flash grenade here. We're going to run over this way. We're going to throw the flash here. Bump! And then we're going to flame him some more. Because at about 120, as long as you get him down to 0, and just try to keep your distance, he will stun. And after that second stun, and after you're down to 0 flame fuel, then the crane will take him out in 1 shot. Not only is 1 cycle crane faster, but it is also safer. But specifically, you have to wait until you are down to round 120 fuel. And you have to have a flash grenade to immobilize him in both cycles. To immobilize him in both of the cycles that you're actually going to hit him. But the reason why I don't just go full 400 immediately is because the flash grenade does not stun him for long enough in order for the crane to come back and hit him. So that's why I need to stagger him by waiting and using the flamethrower again during another cycle where he gets up. So that's why I wait in order to use the rest of it.
Come on.
Ada! Ada, where are you?
Over here!
Ada! I was getting worried there for a sec.
I can't get it out.
I don't know if I should,
Just do it. I can't walk like this.
Okay. It's gonna hurt. Hold on.
I can do it myself.
Just relax, okay? So, what do we do now?
Get yourself out of here. While you still can.
I'm not just gonna leave you. Not like this.
You don't understand. The situation's worse than I thought.
You're not getting rid of me that easy. You protected me. Now it's my turn.
Didn't realize we were keeping score.
Grab my shoulder.
Don't push it, rookie.
Okay, just trying to help. Watch your step.
You want to help? We have to get to the nest.
Nest?
Umbrella's lab, right beneath us. Annette let it slip. That's where the virus samples are. You up for this?
Think I could fit it in my schedule?
Come on. We got work to do.
Yes, ma'am.
The cable car will take us down to Nest. My wristband's our ticket to ride.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
Borrowed it. Anyway.
So here we're going to take the shotgun, and actually I did want to take the flamethrower with me, but I kind of didn't. We don't need those. We don't need the large gunpowder actually for the rest of this run, because we're going to use our gunpowder bees to mix magnum bullets from here on out.
We're almost there. This may be a one-way ride, so be prepared, Leon.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
You know what I was thinking? I can't wait for the FBI to raid Umbrella headquarters and take those bastards to justice.
I agree, but to be clear, you're not working in official capacity. This is a federal case. Once we get the G-Virus, I'm back on my own. Hey, Leon, trust me?
You trust me?
Honestly, if I didn't, you'd probably be dead.
Right.
I thought I might need your help, and I was right. If you can secure the G-Virus, I can make sure what happened in Raccoon City never happens again.
Ada, you said it yourself. It's a federal case. I don't
Leon,
have the authority.
Look at me. I'm a liability now. If I'm gonna finish this case, you're the last hope I've got.
I'm not just gonna leave you here. What if you're attacked? What if you need help?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I gotta see this through. And I want to see you again. I got plenty to live for, trust me.
Now, arriving at Nest.
Go. Please, we don't have much time. You're gonna need this.
Okay.
Leon. Counting on you.
I know.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors. Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit.
For the rest of this run, the only place that we're going to be using the flamethrower is in the is during the G3 boss fight. So the goal here is to try to save as much flamethrower fuel as possible, because our flamethrower is currently at 0.
Please enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods.
By the way, a consistent mistake that I make here is not equipping the knife. And I did. Because if that zombie was there when I opened the door and I didn't react fast enough, then I would have gotten grabbed and I would have wasted a grenade. And we cannot afford to waste grenades. I'm going to take the regulator, we're going to take the shotgun shells, and on the way out of here, we got to hug the right-hand wall, because if we stay middle of the road and open the door to the left, then sometimes the zombie will charge out and bite us.
Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently
Wonder where the
requested.
G-bot.
And take the chemical flamethrower, go ahead and combine it.
Achieve Cartwright in the east area.
But we're not using it for anything. So we're going to put it away. Same with the lone grenade there. Keep the shotgun shells, keep the knife, keep the wristband. Also in the B scenario, the signal modulator is right there, so we got to take that. The reason why the B scenario power time is 2 hours as opposed to 2.5 hours is because you get those key items early. The bolt cutters and the signal modulator. There's actually no need for me to go to the item box here. Kinda... Alright. We're gonna take the yellow gunpowder, and we're only going to mix magnum rounds up to the rest of the game, because we have plenty of shotgun shells to deal with zombies. The code here, I believe, was 5862? No, I think that was incorrect. Hang on one sec. I need to do my bot command. By the way, if you want to know the solutions, go to my Twitch chat and type in !RE2 remake puzzles. Or actually !RE2 puzzles. Yeah, so the solution to the greenhouse panel there on B scenarios is 2048 and 5831. Sorry for that flub up. Also, you'll notice that I did not bring the flamethrower with me, and that's because we can actually just use the shotgun in order to get around these guys.
Manual mode engaged. Adjust amount of solution
Blue,
to match
red,
cartridge
and
capacity.
green. Twice. 3 times, actually. Blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green. I'll actually post a link to the remake puzzle solutions in the pinned comment below, along with the no commentary version. That's probably the safest thing to do. Probably the best bet. There's another grenade over here. We're going to take that too. Don't bother with the large gunpowder. Again, we don't need it. We're going to charge directly this way. Do this all in one take, but the Ivy zombie actually was not there a second ago, but would have actually just shot him, made him stagger backwards, and then just run around him. Before we continue, we're gonna grab these shotgun shells here, decapitate these guys, and then we're going to use the signal modulator, hit examine, and we're gonna set it to earth. Kind of do our inventory thing right now, because we don't really need to go back this way. We'll take every item in the room here. We still have a knife, because if we get grabbed by the Ivy zombies, then we're going to get killed in one hit. We're going to put away everything except for... Come on, Carcy, make up your mind. You gotta do it past Carcy. Now we got 3 knives. We're gonna take the flamethrower with us, because we're just kind of reloading the flamethrower as we go. And we can actually run here, so we're just gonna hug this here. As the liquor is popping down, we're just gonna go right through the door. Don't worry about it. This can only be done in B scenario. We don't even really have to worry about dodging the liquors in B scenario.
You have 5 new messages.
Who left the freezer open?
It's one of the nice things about running B scenario is that the liquor dodges down here are 100% consistent.
Cooling sequence in progress. Cooling complete.
We're completely done with this basement area, so we're going to head directly to the... well, never mind, okay. I guess I don't go the opposite direction there. You can if you want to, though. We only have 8 shotgun shells. That's all that's necessary. But you can bring more if you want. Put away the flamethrower and bring more if you want. And try to just try to take the path of least resistance. Just basically where there are fewer Ivy zombies and they are less likely to get in your way. And then just head directly here and use the dispenser.
That did the trick.
I'll grab the flash grenade here one more time. And all the Ivy zombies in this room are going to be stunned, so we have exactly enough time to get around. And take note of all their positions. There's one on the floor here. It's 2, 3. But that one got up a little too fast. Actually, if you shoot... One cool trick that I actually learned from watching a speedrun is if you actually pop the bulbs of the Ivy zombies while they're still on the ground, then you can actually delay their respawn time. The reason why I get grabbed here is because you actually have grab immunity after using a defense item for about like 3 seconds, so that allowed me to charge through the other Ivy zombie without worrying about getting grabbed. And I stunned him. The reason why I wanted to take the outside rim here, though, was on the off chance that Mr. X was going to intercept me. I didn't want that to happen, so using those extra knives there actually turned out to be the safer option. And once again, got grabbed here, but that's okay. 3-second grab immunity, bitch. See you later.
Senior staff clearance.
I didn't combine the chip with the wristband. I'm such a numbskull.
Hopefully the G sample's up there.
By the way, I'm sorry for how long it's actually taken for me to come out with this commentary as well as the Claire A console commentary, but aside from having to go out to California and commentate the Twitch Rivals Resident Evil 2 tournament. I also came down with a sinus infection, so I was actually quite hoarse. And I couldn't really commentate anything, so took me out of work for a few more days. Hate it when that shit happens. Anyway, solution to that over there is AWS, and there was also another regular grenade on the body of the USS Soldier.
Huh. That was easy. All right, now back to Ada.
Attention, unauthorized removal.
Now we got one last thing to do here.
Detected. Facility.
If I'd actually gone up to the 3rd floor, instead of doubling back through the 1st floor of the west area, then I could have gotten another gunpowder, but it's okay. Taking a knife, a flash grenade, the Magnum, and as many Magnum bullets as I can, as well as the flamethrower. The reason why I have a knife is just in case I get knocked down by his jump attack. I'd rather have that happen than sacrifice a flash grenade as a defense item.
He's mine! This has to end.
What the hell's going on?
Sorry, William. You left me no choice.
You called this thing William. Why?
It shouldn't have been like this. It's Umbrella's fault, this whole mess.
You're Umbrella too. You're telling me you weren't involved in this?
Yes. But we never meant for this to happen.
Then tell me everything. Right from the start.
You don't get away that easily.
Good God, William. What have you done?
So you made this monster.
We made the G-Virus, but we never intended
You can
this
spin
to...
it any way you want. You're still responsible. The hell? Oh, shit. What are you doing?
We can't let him get away!
Alright, we end this here.
So at the start of the fight, we're going to pop the leg, then the back, then we're going to run across and grab the flamethrower fuel, then we're going to set up for a focus shot, then pop out the eye. Excuse me. Then we're going to burn him down to around 100 fuel. Sorry, I swallowed spit. Then he's either going to jump or otherwise. But if he jumps, that's optimal because then we can just go right behind him, then pop out his eye on his back. And that enables us to only focus on the eyes directly in front. But in the event that he does not jump or otherwise and he corners us, then we can use a flash grenade in order to get out of that then kill the eye on the back, and then escape. But after this, all we gotta do is keep burning him. So it takes about 500 fuel plus killing the eyes twice in order to take him down on hardcore mode. And while he's going all Super Saiyan here and spitting out steam and shit like that, he's still taking damage. Wasn't able to do enough damage before he got up to the panel here though, but if you're quick enough you can actually kill him before the panel, but you can't actually kill him until he's done with that animation. He was down to 1 HP, so all we had to do was one more shot, so just get out of the way and pop him. And that's it, so all that's left is pick up all these other items left in the room.
Has been neutralized. Ending quarantine.
So a regular grenade and 2 flashes. Some more magnum bullets as well. That tickles your fancy. I was doubling back to make sure that I got the flash grenade here because I can't afford to not have grenades. The only grenades that I use throughout Leon's A scenario are the ones in the garage, like in the prison, the jail, and the 2 against G2, but that's it.
Jesus. That looks bad.
Feels worse. Believe me.
Talk about what you said. I don't know how much I believe.
Just tell me you'll destroy that G sample.
No, it's evidence. It's going to the FBI.
You trust that bitch?
What's that supposed to mean?
She's not FBI. She's a mercenary. She's gonna sell it. The G-Virus is gonna go to the highest bidder.
Bullshit.
I hope you're right. But if the G-Virus gets into the wrong hands...
We're actually not really going to be using any more guns aside from the Magnum. We're not going to use the Magnum against Super Tyrant. We're only using grenades against Super Tyrant. So from here, we're just going to put away the flamethrower. We're going to put away... Yeah, we'll wait until the other item box. But I used the shotgun here to get away, to get around the Ivy zombies in a sec.
I was just thinking about you.
That makes 2 of us. I was getting worried.
No, we make a good team. I gotta ask you something.
Way's clear. Please, tell me you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Let me verify the G sample and we get the hell out of here.
Before we do that, I ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI.
Oh, Leon. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample?
Because I realized, as much as I wanted to trust you, I didn't.
I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this.
So that's all this was. I was just some pawn to you?
Look, I'm just doing my job.
And I'm doing mine, so drop that damn gun! I'm taking you in.
Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't want to hurt you.
And you shoot me. But I don't think you can.
got you. It's not worth it.
Don't do this.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
No!
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to
Who's
the
that?
bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated.
Claire!
Use the central elevator to
Leon? You're down here too!
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Listen to me. You need to get out. Fast.
Yeah. There's a way out. We can make it. Where are you now?
Claire, are you still there?
Leon? Hey, Leon, you're breaking up.
Forget about me. Just get out of here. Damn it.
9 minutes until detonation.
Right, okay, so we have the shotgun here, and that's basically all we need in order to pass through this area. There's going to be one more item box before Super Tyrant that we can visit. Just shoot him once with the shotgun, get him to back off. They take hit stun every time against the shotgun. Then we're going to kite Mr. X around. Like, don't stop and shoot, because if you stop and shoot, then you're just asking for trouble.
Is this a fucking joke?
Until detonation.
Gotta keep going.
So now we're going to put everything away, except for the Magnum with 7 bullets, and we're going to take as many grenades as we can. Actually, we're going to take every Magnum bullet, actually. But we're not going to use the Magnum against the Super Tyrant. We're going to have 2 inventory slots free. unequipping the Magnum will actually prevent an animation where where Leon has to put the Magnum away before taking out a grenade, so it allows you to throw grenades faster if need be, but really the timing of throwing the grenades is more important, as I'm about to explain. So the Super Tyrant fight is basically the only thing left that can actually fuck you over. And this is why this fight is the very reason why I get so many grenades, because grenades actually do hit stun on everything. But you have to apply the use of grenades in certain spaces, in certain situations. So he's going to start over here, he's going to roar, then we're going to wait for him to walk, then throw the grenade. Boom. So we're going to wait for him to get back up all the way. When he's about to get back up all the way, then we chuck the grenade. Because we have to time it so that whenever he starts walking, that's when he's going to take his hit stun. So after, like, 6 grenades, 6 regular grenades, like 5 or 6 regular grenades, Leon's going to be like, what is it with this thing? Then that's when Super Tyrant's going to enter phase 2. And when that happens, we got to wait for him to jump. There it is. There's the jump. So every other grenade, he's going to jump. So boom, there's the stun. We're going to wait for him to start walking again. Boom. And we're going to wait for him to jump. And the reason why he jumps around so much is so that he zones out so that the concrete chunks can drop around him. And whenever that last concrete chunk drops, we're going to equip the other flash grenade, and it's a free-for-all at this point. Like, just don't fuck around. Just try to keep him stunned as much as possible, because we have to wait for Ada to drop the rocket launcher. But we have to keep one flash grenade left, so that we can actually avoid whatever attack Tyrant's got coming out next. We just back up and we toss that last flashbang, and that's exactly the reason why we unequip the Magnum, so that we get that flash grenade out and throw it as quickly as possible, and we're able to backpedal, get around that. Somehow the rocket launcher just did not connect. The crosshair was right over him, but it was like Leon just didn't spin around quickly enough, and the rocket just missed because Leon shot it sideways. Damnedest thing, but yeah, that's the thing that can happen.
You have arrived at the bottom level.
And this is why we have the Magnum here, is for these guys over here, because chances are we're not going to have any more grenades left over to take out these guys. We're just going to decapitate all of them. They're all at 0 HP, so just don't be afraid to wade through them. They're all done.
Shit! Gotta get out of here. Can't believe I actually miss her.
Leon?
We made it.
Just like I said we would.
Who's this?
This is Sherry.
Okay. Jesus.
What was that?
I don't know. I'll go. Take care of Sherry.
Really all you need to do is 2 hits with the knife against this boss in order to kill him, but that's going to be a little risky, so we're just going to keep the ammo for the rest of the ammo that we got. We're just going to keep the rest of the ammo that we got so that we only shoot him whenever his eye opens. That is the 100% surefire way to know that he is going to die. All we do now is wait.
You got a problem with death? You want more bullets? Be my guest. Come on! Want some more? Christ! Just die already!
There's that eye. Now we're going to start shooting. And that's Leon B, no save, no damage, S+ rank on hardcore mode.
We've got to lose that car!
So, are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, we're just... well, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look! He might be able to give us a ride.
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
Live Another Day by the Great.
He was friendly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
Hey! You guys can adopt me.
Adopt you?
We can get a puppy.
Puppy?
And a parrot.
Parrot? Great.
I always wanted pets, but my mom said they're too messy.
Next up on this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.
Right, so this is the end of the run. I guess I'll go over some more ranking stuff and unlockable stuff again. So, as I mentioned before, the par time for B scenarios on hardcore difficulty in order to get an S rank is sub 2 hours. So in order to get an S rank or an S+ rank, it has to be under 2 hours. In order to get an S+ rank, you have to get sub 2 hours in under 3 saves, 3 or less saves. And also, you can't use any infinite weapons except for the infinite knife. Unlockable weapons that you get the infinite knife for destroying all the Mr. Raccoon statues. I'll make another video covering that. The infinite samurai edge for completing the game with an S rank on standard difficulty. The infinite submachine gun for getting an S rank on hardcore. you get the ATM-4 rocket launcher for beating the game with an S+ rank on hardcore with Leon, and you get the infinite minigun for beating Claire on hardcore with an S+ rank. But that's it. I guess next up I'll have commentary for the Claire A console no damage commentary, as well as some no item box runs for you guys at popular request. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that mo-fuggin' bell, whatever. Also check out my other playlists on YouTube. I have a lot of other no damage commentaries and speedruns for a lot of games. Not just Resident Evil, I also have Silent Hill, Dino Crisis, Castlevania. More to come, hopefully some Metal Gear. Maybe some Devil May Cry, I don't know. I've been playing Devil May Cry 5 a lot lately and enjoying it. Wait and see. Also check out my Twitch channel, I stream there full time. Twitch.tv/CarcinogenSDA, link is in the description. Also, if you would like to support my content monetarily, please go check out my Patreon at patreon.com/CarcinogenSDA. For as little as $1 a month, you get early access to all of my videos as I post them. It takes me a little longer to actually release videos because I don't like to bombard people's subscription inboxes. You know, I like to make sure that people can actually see my shit. So basically, just go to my Patreon, spend the $1, and get the permission for me to bombard your inbox, or something to that extent. And also help me out a lot in the process. Greatly appreciate it. But anyway, until next video, thank you very much for watching, and see you then.